Good afternoon. Today is Saturday, August 30th. It's 11:40 a.m. Alright, so I guess it's still good morning technically. But I'm about to be at my sister's house to help her move. So all the seats back there are put down so she can put a bunch of stuff in, and then essentially I'm just gonna help her move for the day. That's the main plan. I'm gonna be honest. I did not want to record today. I'm not really in the mood to talk at all. Not really in the best mood altogether, if I'm gonna be honest. This might be a little bit more of a negative video compared to all my other videos. But I really had no plans of going up to New York. I actually wanted to stay home in Connecticut and just be alone and just work on editing and work on some stuff I have for the podcast and really just work on myself. I really didn't want to go back up to New York today. To be honest, man, I didn't really get good sleep. I woke up at 5:30, which I haven't really been waking up at 5:30. Before that wouldn't even have been a problem because I used to wake up at 5:30 every day. But I kind of stopped that. Now I wake up at like anywhere between 6 and 7, 7 being the latest. But I woke up, didn't get good sleep, woke up at the crack of dawn, went to the gym. So kind of have a headache, kind of tired, wanted to get something to eat. The place was packed, so I didn't actually have time to go get something to eat. So I'm gonna be honest, I'm just really not in the best mood, you know. And I really just wanted to be alone. I love my family, I do, but I also do cherish my alone time and cherish my time to myself. I've kind of always been like that, and I've noticed as I've gotten older, I cherish it more and more now than what I did when I was younger. I feel like when I was younger, I enjoyed the alone time, but I still did want to like hang with people or whatever. Now, of course, I still want to hang with people, and I definitely do go out a decent amount. But there are times, man, where I don't want to talk. And there are a lot of times where, like, I come home from work or come home from a day, and I see Trey, and I'll just say what's up to him, but then I just go right in my room, and I won't even talk to him. So that's kind of how I feel. I really just ain't want to talk to nobody. I enjoy my family once again, but I do enjoy my alone time. I also notice I'm more productive that way. Sometimes when I go back up to New York, it's hard to be productive because, they call me, ask me questions, or ask me to do something. Like, I don't have just me in a room being able to just focus in on my work. And I already have a hard time focusing on my work. So let alone having people call me and other distractions and stuff, that doesn't help. So that's really what I wanted to do because I felt like I haven't really been able to do like serious work since I've been home in New York. I thought I would have, but I'm realizing like it's kind of hard when people call you. I haven't really been able to sit and like lock in for real. Some of it's them calling me, and some of it's just my own fault, my own procrastination. So it's not fully them, and I'm not gonna sit here and say that. Uh, but I really just wanted a day where I could really just like lock in, not have to worry about nothing. But obviously, I probably won't edit at all today. I didn't even want to record this video. Honestly, I wasn't going to record this video, but I was like, "F it, bro. You need to record. You need to do something." So I figured I'd just kind of talk about that. And, it also had me think because I really wanted to be by myself today, and it also had me think because one day I would like a wife and kids, and I'm gonna have to like kind of figure this whole thing out because if I have a wife and kids, like I will never be alone again. So like that's like the one catch-22. I feel like everybody in today's world, even including myself, like wants a girl, wants to have a family, something like that, but that's the one downside is if you are someone who likes to be alone and cherishes their alone time, you got a family, you ain't really ever gonna be alone. You got your wife you gotta watch after. Not your wife you gotta watch after, but you got your wife that you have to talk to and stuff like that, communicate with. You got kids that you gotta raise and watch after, especially when they're young. It's a daily thing. So it's funny because I kind of thought to myself like, dang, it would be cool to have a girl and stuff, but at the same time, like the alone time that I cherish is gonna go away, you know. living with Trey is cool because I could come in and not talk to him at all, go to my room and close the door. But I understand, like, if I got a girl and I'm living with her, you can't just, like, first and foremost, it'll be our room. You can't just walk in and, like, not talk to her and, like, her not feel some type of way, you know? Trey don't care. Like, I walk in, give Trey a fist bump or dap him up, and then I go in my room and not see him, and there's no hard feelings. He don't feel no type of way, and he does the same thing. No hard feelings. I don't feel no type of way. It's just how it is. But with a girl, she gonna be like, dang, why you ignoring me? Why you this? Why you that? You know? You got kids, you come home after a long day of work. Yesterday I was exhausted after work. Imagine coming home and got all these kids calling my name, and I got to do this, I got to do that. So I'm noticing it's a catch-22, you know? I say I enjoy my alone time. At the same time, I would like to like have a girl, have a wife, all that other stuff. Granted, I mean, I'm not really rushing toward it because I'm 25. But these are just things I'm thinking about in the future because I see how I'm acting now. And I'm like, damn, man. I enjoy my alone time now. At the age of 30 or 28 or whatever age, I'm probably still going to enjoy my alone time. When I get a girl, whenever that is, I'm probably still going to enjoy my alone time. I don't think that'll ever really go away. But I understand it's going to hit a point where I probably won't get that alone time. You know? So that's why now I try to cherish it. Obviously, I try to give as much time to my family as I can and my friends as I can. I try to help out as much as I can. That's why today, instead of just staying at home and being alone, I'm driving up to New York to help out with my sister and stuff. But it's a very, very interesting, and it's something that I got to think about. And not everybody has to deal with that. Damn, the ops. Not everybody got to deal with that, you know, because some people don't like being alone. They want to be around people all the time. But especially people who do like to be alone and want to be alone, you know, things are going to be a little different. You know, you can't really do that unless you just never want to have a family or anything like that. That's different, you know. But I think it's important to be alone, to be able to take care of your business by yourself, to be able to understand how to live alone and be alone. I don't think it's a good thing to always need somebody, to always have to talk to somebody. I think being able to sit in silence is cool. Being able to sit by yourself is cool. Being able to occupy yourself is cool and a good skill to learn. This is why I think it's important to be alone and understand that, you know, it's a good skill, man, because you ain't always on be with somebody. That's why I do think, too, you know, before you live with somebody, you should live by yourself. You know, I was blessed from junior year of college. Was it junior year? Or the end of sophomore year of college? Anyway, I lived by myself for like 2 years, essentially. And I learned how to be alone, man. I learned to like it. I feel like before, I was fine being alone, but I was used to having like somebody in the house. But when I was living by myself, it was just me in the house. So I had to learn to really love myself, learn to keep myself occupied, learn to be productive, learn not to just waste those days, and that's what I have. And maybe a part of me going through that experience is the reason why now I kind of really do enjoy my little solitude. Some of that is also me being introverted. I think there's a lot of factors that plays into it. You know. But appreciate your alone time. Like I said, I kind of wish I had my alone time today, this weekend, but now I'm back up in New York once again. But at least I'll be with family. At least I can be able to say I helped out my family, helped out my sister, you know. And then tomorrow I'm supposed to go get a suit made, so that'll be exciting. But I definitely don't plan on staying really long. I feel like a lot of the times I come up, I be staying till like Monday, Tuesday or something. Like after tomorrow, I'm going home tomorrow. After I do the whole suit thing, bro, I'm gonna hop on the road and I'm gonna get up out of here, man. So, cause I do wanna spend some time in Connecticut, bro. At least I can get like Monday and Tuesday. I can kind of beat on myself a little bit, get some like real work done. I'll probably end up going to the library instead of just like sitting in the house. I'll probably go to the library to get some work done. So that's the plan. And like I said, actually I'm kind of happy I was able to talk because I feel like I'm in a little better mood. I was able to kind of talk this stuff out. So I guess, hey, it's a good thing about recording. But yeah, I'm almost there. I'm like 20 minutes away. And once I get there, it'll just be straight work, man, moving things, packing up this car, packing up my sister's car, packing up my other sister's car. So hopefully we can get everything done in a timely manner. We can get on the road, and then gotta unload everything once we get back up to Middletown. So that's pretty much it. Catch you later. Cigar Lounge here in New Jersey. This really the spot for real. They got the game on. My team losing though, which sucks, bro. Bama's losing, but it is what it is, though. It is what it is. This is probably like my third, fourth time here. I'm here at Pops. He about to get a drink, but I ain't drinking nothing, so I ain't really worried. I wasn't really trying to get none, but I'm about to smoke me a cigar, watch the Bama game, depending on how long we'll be here, watch the LSU Clemson game, but Ryan Williams just got smoked, bro. We're down 31-17, 6 minutes to go. Happy as this week one. What's good? I'm gonna make this quick. It is almost 2 in the morning. It is 1:33 a.m. in the morning. Day's over. Finally made it all the way back to Connecticut. I decided not to stay up in New York. Honestly, I just really wanted to be home. It was a good day. I'm happy I was able to help my sister move, unpack, get settled in. After that, impromptu trip to the cigar lounge, chilled, smoked a cigar with my father. Also ended up seeing one of my father's, I guess like childhood friends or old friends. So it was cool to see him as well, chill with him. That's really it. Watch some football. Overall, it was a solid day. As you could probably tell, I am exhausted. I'm tired. And I'm happy and I'm blessed. And I thank the Lord that I was able to make it home safely. Um, I got to go back to New York tomorrow to order me a suit. And that should be fun. So, that being said, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Love you, Brody. Keep your head up. Keep pushing. Peace.